Sup, shiny guild hunter. All right, I've been one-tricking Withered Knight. I've come to what I think is the best build that you can have for this character, for this class. I'm going to talk about the build, the affixes, the skills and talents. I'll talk about some matchups. We have a couple of easy, free steamroll matchups. But I'm going to teach you how to play this build. Teach you how to play this setup. Now, something you need to remember here is we're not just a Withered Knight, okay? We're not just, a guy with a sword and we slice and bash with our shield. That's not all we are. We're guild hunters. When we go in, we have all the variables in the match to use. It's not just, our sword and everything we brought with us. There's so many things that you can use in this game. And you need to wrap your head around that you're not just, a guy with a sword. You have all this other tools that you can use. This will really help you when you're PvPing someone and you need some way to clutch something. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's look at... I guess we'll look at the skills and talents first. Now, for our greatsword, now, I don't know what it is with people only using one weapon. You must not do that. With no class, you should be using both weapons. There's an opportunity to use them both. You want to be using them both. Anyway, for our greatsword, we will be using the grapple. It has so many clutch moments, so many ways we can instantly kill somebody. And I'm going to show you a couple of tricks that you can use with the grapple to guarantee stun people, especially like sorcerers and stuff like that. I'll show you the tricks that I have up my sleeve all the time so that you can use them. As far as this goes. Parry, this is a point-click invincibility. This is a psycho ability to have in a game. Not only that, though, it's a point-click invincibility, but we can simultaneously turn it into an offensive ability. This is also a crazy thing to have in a game. And something you need to know is, when you don't get hit by another guild hunter, you keep on healing. This is extremely important. Especially when we get to Sacred Bulwark. Anyway, this is a must-have ability. It is just too good. Having two defensive immortal abilities is unbelievable. Yeah, polearm and shield. We are going with Rainbow Piercer. Now, this is also a mobility thing. When we need to get out, like if we're being chased by a black arrow, and we're just the environment that we're in, we can't lose them as quickly without getting shot. We are faster than everybody with this ability. Not only that, though, but there is so many cheesy ways that we can screw people over, knocking them off ledge, because we will be going ethereal. Not only that, though, but our counterpart, the Withered Knight that goes the dash and the blocking, and the super armor, that one, when they throw the javelin at you, the second you see the javelin, you can turn Rainbow Piercer on, and you will stab them for free. Scotch free, and you'll take them wherever you want. So you can bait this, and you can get opportunities to one-shot your toughest matchup. It's not even your toughest matchup, it's you're a brick wall fighting another brick wall. I've fought another Withered Knight for like 15 minutes straight. It's just, we're just going through health potions. We're both immortal. It's just unbelievable. And when you get to those matchups, you need to learn how to dodge correctly. And you need to start getting used to backwards dodging, so that way you can counterattack much easier. The only issue with that is with this game's horrid optimizations, and desync and characters teleporting you hitting the dodge, but it not actually doing it, although you can hear it. That's the only bottleneck with this setup. Because some matchups we need to kind of Dark Souls it, and we need to play for dodging and watching. But if the game doesn't work properly, it's like it's such a gamble. And so you have a couple of different options, and I'll talk about them in a second. Next ability is Sacred Bulwark. This is another point-click invincibility. Not only that, but it has a lot of cheesy implications, but also you can heal during this ability. So when you pop a potion, and you should know by now, in this game, it's extremely easy to stall fights. Super easy. You can make fights last an eternity, especially when you're playing on all kinds of different elevations. Like when you're going up to something and they have to hit you, they have to jump up there, and you jump off popping a potion. And you have a potion that you got to activate for free. And once that potion activates, you can pop Sacred Bulwark, and while they're hitting you, you will just keep on healing for 8 seconds. 8 seconds of free healing. Now, there's another thing you need to know with the healing. Okay? That's all for the skills. Right? Yeah, that's all for the skills. There's another thing, though, you need to know with healing. This elixir gives you, like... These are all flat healing, by the way. It's not percentage healing, in case anyone was wondering. These heal for, like, 250,000. It's like 250 or something like that, each. I'm pretty sure these are exactly 250 healing. These ones are, like, 350. It'll take 3 of these to heal you to full if you have 1,000 health. It'll take, like, 5 or 6 of these, I don't know, like 150 or something, and then these are 250. It'll take 4 of these to heal you to full. This is very important, because when you see your health bar at, a quarter, like if a quarter of it is gone, and you're in a position to actually pop a health potion and get value out of it, you want to do that. Because while you're healing, you can just pop Sacred Bulwark, you'll sit there healing, and if they choose to heal, you can throw Sacred Bulwark and cancel their healing. This is unbelievable, being able to do this. This is part of what makes you so crazy tanky. None of the other classes can do this as well. Because it's 8 seconds of guaranteed healing. Anyway. Alright, let's look at the talents. Cooldown is the very best one. This equals more invincibility, and it also equals more damage. Being able to use our 2 invincibility skills, Bulwark and Parry, we get those up more often, which also deal damage. We get our Grapple up, which also deals damage. There's just no one better than this. Not only that, though, but the other skills are stupid easy to parry for Parry Merc, and it's like it just ends up being a matchup you can't even use your skills on when you have those. But yeah, it's not even close. This is the best. Parry, the cooldown of it, being able to use it as often as possible, it's always the best. And then super armor. Now, most people don't understand, like 90%, 95% maybe even. They don't understand that in this game, you take turns attacking and defending. This is how you play the game. It's someone's turn to attack, and it's someone's turn to defend. And if you try to attack when it's your turn to defend, you're getting attacked. You're losing. You're not supposed to do that. Now, super armor, because if you try to wait before you do the damage swing of your parry, and then they're for some reason trying to attack you, it's just such an insane gamble. Within your first interaction of players. People will do that, but super armor negates everything. Unless they have super armor, your attack will go off. So, super nice to have this. Now, this is the only one where you have wiggle room. Being able to apply Wither as often as possible, it's really great damage. this is the best one to have, especially because a lot of our fights end up being kind of long. And being able to use Bulwark and parry and still have Wither Judgment active so we can wither people, it's pretty nice. As the game gets more developed and people get better, I will trade this out for Gildan Mist Resistance, which might seem crazy, but once people understand how hard it is to die in this game, it is hard to die in this game. You have to understand this. There's too many like invincibility. There's an iframe dodge. Dodge has an iframe. And you can back out of fights for absolutely free, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. It's just too easy to play in positions where you are unkillable. And so if that ever happens, unless the game dies first, when people get good, I'll switch it out for Gildan Mist Resistance, and I'll just outlast them, and I will loot them and take their stuff and extract. And I'll have enough time. I've already tested it. Now, Rainbow Piercer. This gives us super armor when we hit people. And this lets us drag people wherever we want. They can't break away. They can't get out of it. Now, this has a lot of different ways you can use it. It's a good mobility skill, because we're faster than everyone else can run in the game. Not only that, but it's another blocking and attacking at the same exact time ability. This is absurd. This is crazy. But like, say someone's shredding your Bulwark, you cancel Bulwark and immediately go into Rainbow Piercer, and you can very often, ledge them off, break their legs, but you can stick them. And Rainbow Piercer does good damage. It does good damage. Not only that, though, but one of our harder matchups, not really harder, it's just we're a brick wall fighting a brick wall. The other Withered Knight, when they throw the javelin and you see the javelin, immediately go into Rainbow Piercer. They'll jump onto your shield and you'll immediately grab them. Immediately, and there's nothing they can do about it. Super cheesy and free and just super good. Bulwark, it does not move very slowly when you're turning it. It's plenty enough to get the full 8 seconds out of it, the full 8 seconds of healing. And this helps with that a lot. I rarely have people break it, and if they do break it, they have to start immediately hitting it. If they don't start immediately, they won't break it. Something to know about this, the interactions. You need to be in like behind the middle of like the AoE skills for the AoEs to not hit you. With the gravity pull, it does not work though. But with Crow Storm and Frost Nova, or whatever the whirlwind one is that the sorcerers have. Also something to know is the very pixel that you release this, they can hit through it. Now, it shouldn't be like that because it says that you cannot they cannot hit through it. That's what it says. But as soon as it's released, that trait is no longer there. Despite nothing changing with the shield, it's just moving forward. Hopefully they fix that, or I don't know, fix the wording, whatever. But the very pixel you release it, if they have a sword slice coming, it's hitting through the shield. All right, so how do you play the build? The main thing you want to do is you're using your parry to deal damage, you're using your hook to deal damage, and then for the most part, generally, your Sacred Bulwark is used to wait for the cooldown of those other abilities to be finished. And then you do that same loop over and over. If you have parry and Bulwark both on cooldown, you should not be near them. You should be running around. You should be dodging, evading until you have one of those up. Because you're anchoring all of your survivability on those two things. And you literally cannot be killed. You can't be killed. They make you invulnerable. Now, there's all kinds of ways you can outplay people, and you can get outplayed and whatever. But for the most part, that's how you're playing that build. Now, let me show you a bunch of clips on some interactions so you can kind of get, have a better mind for getting these abilities to land. This will really kind of open you up a bit, too. Alright, so let me show you about these interactions. We surprise attack, we know he will dodge, and before he dodges, we're already throwing our hook. And then we're flicking onto where he's gonna go. It'll land every time. Here's some more cheesy tech for you. Always try to get this off when you can. He parries here, I look away, I immediately flick onto him and hook, because he doesn't think he's gonna get a parry off and he wants to heal or pursue or whatever. And then this is all because of ethereal. We're allowed to do half of this guy's HP without being contested or in any danger because of ethereal. All because of ethereal again. So we know she's going to dodge, and the hook has already went off. And this has worked for me pretty much 90% of the time. Now, here's the other interaction with Rainbow Piercer and when you're fighting this Withered Knight build. And that's how it goes. It'll always connect, you'll always land it. Perfect. Alright, let's look at these matchups with the Sword and Shield Merc, the Parry Merc. You need to let him come to you. And you dodge counterattack. It's got to be like that, because if you're going offensive, he should just wait to parry you and then just kill you. And you can check at how easy it is to parry. Just go into the practice mode and watch how easy it is. And get used to backwards dodging against Parry Merc. Like that right there. Backwards dodging into counterattack. It's much easier against Sword and Shield Merc. Also, you'll see me do it all the time. Right here. I'll jump up in the air and then parry. 9 times out of 10, they won't expect it. And you might die to desync and all that. It is what it is. Hopefully they fix that part of the game. But now for sorcerers, you just need to be on top of them and stay on top of them. You must not waste a single dodge. Alright, so right here, I backwards dodge because I don't have enough dodges to catch back up with him into a grapple. And if I missed that grapple, I would go immediately into Bulwark, waiting for the cooldowns of my grapple and parry and all that. And that's the cycle. You just keep on doing this loop. Now right here, I know he's going to teleport again. I am already throwing my hook before then to guarantee it. It's hard to react to stuff in this game because it doesn't work. Like, the game doesn't function well enough to pixel perfect your dodges. It'll just not register that you dodged. Pretty stupid, but he got a full reset there. And he does a lot of damage, but with Stoic and us getting that 15% healing, super helpful. As long as you're on top of him. He just has to, that's how it is. He has to just keep on dodging. He doesn't have any more now. Very easy matchup, though. Now, Blasphemous Seer, your easiest matchup ever. As soon as they pop that, instantly Bulwark. If they do this, it does the job that Bulwark was going to do. So we can just pull down Bulwark and just start running around. Does the same job. This kit literally has nothing in it to deal with us. Nothing. We will permanently remain in this invulnerable state with our parry and barricade or in Bulwark. Now with rogues, these are it can be a very hard matchup. You need to know what kind of rogue you're fighting. If all they're trying to do is hit that cheesy dash through you stun, let's see if this one does. You're basically looking to parry, punish until they're dead. If you don't have parry, then just keep running around until you do. Keep trying to land hook. If you don't have it, keep on running around just like this. Our Rainbow Piercer with armor is super strong versus the rogue. Now remember, we're in gray and they're in full purple. Long as we keep on playing around our point click and vulnerabilities, we are completely fine. Now this rogue didn't end up having it, but the ability that, I can't remember what it's called, that dashes through you and then their clone stuns you. You just need to parry both of those. And that's why you keep parrying and attacking. And that right there is because of ethereal. If I don't have ethereal, I break my legs and the attack doesn't even register. Another reason ethereal is so crazy. Easy matchup though. Now, one of the main reasons I love this build so much is because it allows me to not have to think about the dodges and breakaways, because that whole part of the game is not smooth enough yet. It doesn't really work correctly yet. I'm dying all the time to like hitting dodge, and then I hear it and I can almost see it, but then it's not actually going off. And sometimes I'm pushing my dodge and it's just not even doing it. No one's even attacking me. But having to rely on not being teleported into an ability or the dodge is not working, it just makes it all so much easier, and it's not really competitive when the game functions that bad. So this build has allowed me to be able to take that kind of stuff away a lot better. All right, now if you've stayed this long, here's a secret build for you. It's full cooldown. Now, the way this game is, a lot of people haven't really caught on yet, but it is hard to die in this game. It's hard to die. Your dodges gives you iframes. You can just choose to not fight someone and can pretty much get away every time, especially running stuff like ethereal. But you can just avoid the tough matchups. The other build is a little more balanced in fighting the other classes, like Revenant Seer. Black Archer is a little bit more annoying for us to fight. But you can avoid those matchups entirely if you want to. And you can just go full cooldown. This has been really fun for me doing this. And our cooldown is so much, we haven't even needed elusive as much. Anyway, that's the build. If you can add in, my annoying trickster playstyle within this build, this is the best there is. But yeah, give it a try. I'll see you in the next one.